Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. We've got another tutorial for you, and it is excellent because it is great for scrap yarn. So sometimes you have, I'm sure a lot of you have, just like me, just piles of extra yarn that we just didn't manage to use in our projects. So this is a great way to get rid of it and be creative. And it takes no time at all. So once you get the hang of this, you will be able to churn these out so quickly. Yeah, and you can alter them, make them unique, and do all sorts of different patterns and whatever with them. So I'm just going to teach you just the basic of how to connect all of these things. And for this necklace that I made, there are 23 rings, and that will give you kind of an average size necklace. It's about 14 inches across. So just about, yeah. So if you want to make yours longer or shorter, the average size here is 23 circles. And what I mean by these circles, you will need for this project a package, or you can get these in your favorite craft store or on Amazon or somewhere online. And these circles, these are just little plastic rings, and they're from one edge to the other, they're 2 inches. And you can use larger sizes. I don't really recommend the metal ones that are used for other projects and crafts, because it's kind of heavy, and if you're gonna wear it, you're gonna have, unless you want to like strengthen your neck muscles and shoulder muscles or something, don't use the metal ones for this. So this is a wood one. These are plastic. They're super light. You can barely feel it. And yeah, so just go up a size or down a size depending on what kind of look you're going for. But these are the average size. They're 2 centimeters, and you'll need obviously your scrap yarn. And I have just a little pile here ready to go. And what else will you need? You'll need scissors and a sewing needle and thread, and that will come you'll only need this if you're going to add little beads or sparkles or gems or something, but obviously that's just an option. And your crochet hook, which I have here. Let me move this out of the way. This is if you can see that. No, you can't. Hopefully the light's a little bit better now. This is a 3.5 millimeter hook, but it's all going to depend on what kind of yarn you use as well. So if you're using a thicker yarn, just use the applicable hook size for it. And another thing too is, if you are using a thicker yarn, you're going to go around these less. So I'm using kind of an average DK weight yarn, and that is and that's why I'm using a 3.5 hook. But if you are using a thicker yarn or a thinner yarn, just adjust accordingly. So let's start, and I'm just going to show you how to go around and how to connect these. So it's super easy. So just start with a slip knot, just like that. And you're not going to stick your hook in, you're going to connect it. So stick your hook in through both the loop and your ring. Pull that tight, and then you're going to just pull that through, just like that, and then wrap your yarn around and then just lock it into place. So if you want, if you have an end here, you can just kind of cover that with your single crochets. So what you're going to do is stick your hook back in to the ring and pull up a loop, and then yarn over and make your single crochet. So you're going to do that a total of 11 times. So we're going to do that 10 more times here. And as you can see, I'm kind of hiding this extra yarn, so it'll be all tucked in and you won't have to cut or weave it in. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So now what we're going to do is we're going to chain one and grab another ring, and then you're just going to start over and do that same thing again. So you're just connecting it with a single crochet. And go around 11 times. Once you've done that 11th single crochet, you're just going to chain one, and then you guessed it, you're just going to take the next ring and then just continue. So you continue along for as large or as small as you want to make your project, and I will show you how to basically just finish this off. But what you can do as well is make it a little bit so that it's not a perfect circle, so it's kind of like a teardrop, so it makes it a little bit fancier. So I'll show you how to do that right now. So say you're all done with the magic of technology and editing. Say you're done one side of this to the length that you want. What you're going to do is continue. So say continue, basically say you have your 11 here. You're going to basically start counting again if it's easier, and just count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, just like that. And then into the 7th one, you're going to do your 7th single crochet and then chain 2, 1, 2, and you're making a picot, but we're making it a little bit smaller. Usually it's 3 chains, we're doing 2 here. And into, see where this front loop is here, you're just going to go into that with your hook. So you have 2 loops on your hook, and then yarn over and pull through both of those, and that creates a little drop, as you'll see. So then do another 6 single crochets, now if you find that you're using thicker yarn and you have to do less, then just find sort of the middle of your ring and do your picot there, and then just continue on. So to connect now, you're just going to continue. You don't need to chain one. Just continue along and do another 6 single crochets. Now, if you want more movement in between your rings, you can certainly do more chains in here, but I wanted this to be sit kind of flat around the neck. But if you want to give it more movement, certainly add more chains in between your rings. So just continue your 6 single crochets on your next ring. This is 4, 5, 6, and then do a 7th one, chain 2, and then into that loop in the front of your stitch, you just go into that, yarn over, and pull through, and that creates a little teardrop. And then another 6 single crochet. So just continue along with that pattern all the way to the end. And then when you're done that, you're just going to slip stitch to connect your project. And that's basically all there is to this. So I'm going to show you very quickly how to put the beads on. Obviously, when you're done your project, it's all nice and looking fancy. You take your yarn, your regular sort of, or yarn, your regular string, sort of sewing thread here, and or you can use string actually, and a regular sewing needle, and then you take some beads, whatever you have. If you don't have anything, obviously you're not using these then, but use whatever beads or gems that you want, and you're just gonna go, there will be a front side and a back side that you choose, and knot your thread on the bottom, and then just pull that through to secure it. And you can always clean this up, make it a little bit smaller, but I'm just doing this very quickly. Then you take your beads or gems, whatever you have, and you're just going to secure it into place. Just like that. Now, to travel along, now you don't have to put them where I did, but just wherever you want them. When you're working on the back side to move across, go very shallowly into the back of your yarn so that you're hiding all of this thread, because you don't want to see all that on the back side. So just go through like this, and then grab another bead or gem, and then go through. So just pull that through, and that can go obviously all the way through to the back just to secure it. But that's basically all you need. And so the back, again, apart from this little knot here, which we can cover up, but the back also will be clean, and you won't have strings showing. So you can just continue along that way and make beautiful ornaments or jewelry that you want. So that is it. that's all you need to know. Like I said, just to connect everything, you will just do a slip stitch to connect that and then fasten it off. So I will leave you to it to make beautiful things. Make sure to share your projects with others. And also, yeah, you can show me online as well. I'd love to see the projects that you make. So take care of yourselves, make beautiful things. We'll see you next time. Bye.